Alex, welcome to the Startup Van.
Thank you for having me.
We meet
thanks
again.
for coming in.
Yes.
And we didn't lie, we actually have a van.
Yes.
We told you it had broken down on us, but it's all good and the engine's back and everything's good to go.
Yeah, so we had a brief, chat last time we met, but we wanted to get you back in and do like a full-length interview, which is cool. So for people that haven't seen the other one, tell us a bit about what you do.
So I work for a health information management consulting firm. We're based here in Atlanta, Georgia. We provide management consulting services and what we call revenue cycle services and data analysis services to physician practices and healthcare systems.
Very cool.
How long have you been doing this?
5 years.
5 years?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How's that been?
Great, actually. I mean, healthcare is one of those fields that's never going to go away. There's always going to be sick people.
Of course.
With the advent of technology now, it's like a great time to be in healthcare and see a lot of innovation going on.
What made you start it 5 years ago?
Man, I kind of fell into it. I'm assistant engineer by training, if you will. And one of my thesis projects was working with a pharmaceutical company, and we were helping them identify inefficiencies in their workflow using RFID technology. So that was kind of like my first entry point into healthcare. After that, I just kind of fell into it. Something that I really like doing. I never really wanted to be a doctor, so this is a way of me being able to help, if you will.
All right, okay. And you're going 5 years, as you said. You're working out of WeWork?
Yep.
Okay. How many of you are working in the company?
It's about 10 of us.
10 of you? Okay.
Yes. But in my business, a lot of people work remotely. So in the consulting field, you don't necessarily need a lot of overhead space, if you will. It's just a lot of in and out, if you will. A lot of people either work from home or go on site. So typically it's only about usually me that's really at the office sitting down just to like hold meetings or just have somewhere to work out of, but the rest of my team works remotely.
And are they all based in Atlanta?
Most of them are. Some are scattered throughout the US as well, just working from home.
And we were having a couple of conversations yesterday about startups and scale-ups spreading out across the states. How have you found that scaling up has worked for you?
It's fairly, in what aspect? So kind of
as in like growing.
Growing.
You started off in Atlanta, obviously, and now you're reaching out to other states and cities. So what was it like growing?
Well, it's kind of organic, to be honest with you. We got our start working here regionally for a healthcare system. We developed relationships with some partners that are in the space that have more of a national, international presence. They were able to help us grow more nationally as well. So we started out here regionally in the Southeast. We were able to grow in the Midwest and in the West Coast as well. Right now, I have my eye on the Northeast. We haven't yet had any clients out there, so that's really like a target market for me to really kind of be able to span the whole U.S.
And 10 people is a lot of people to be managing and looking after, and it's a big responsibility. How have you found that?
Fairly easy, to be honest with you.
Okay, cool.
We typically bring on people that fit into our company culture, that are hard workers, but also very respectful towards one another. So that's something I always look for when we're hiring new people.
Yeah, it's definitely important. And how, when you go through the interview process, how do you, because cultural fit is obviously, it's so important in every company, how do you figure out in an interview this person's going to be real, because it's not easy.
No, it's not.
I mean, because a state in their own.
To be honest with you, everyone always puts on a good front at the beginning, so you kind of just have to go off of feeling, if you will. I usually look for someone that has a little bit of a sense of humor when talking to them, and not, you are serious, but still you can let your guard down just a little bit. So those are the kind of things that I look for.
And are you hiring at the moment?
No, we're not.
Not at the moment?
Not at the moment. We're not hiring right now.
Okay. And what's the advantage? Obviously, you're in WeWork, and you could have went to your own office or work from home or whatever. Why WeWork?
Actually, we started out in a traditional office space.
Okay.
So working, we had pretty large footprint locally here in Midtown Atlanta. As I started to take over the company, I wanted to take it in a new direction. I wanted to have that more of a Google-esque feel. I wanted to be around other companies. It's very motivating to be around that too. So, and in the WeWork space, you're around all these different industries. You have lawyers, I think we have Bing, Google is in there too. You have all these different companies, and you see all these people hustling, trying to grow their company. And like I said, it's very, it gets your juices going, if you will.
Especially if you're going to be in the office on your own.
Exactly.
There's other people around, you can bounce ideas
Exactly.
off. So it's good.
To have that attitude, and you're 5 years in, to have that attitude still, you want to keep it fresh, you want to keep exciting. Really
exactly.
So what piece of advice would you give to somebody who's going a bit longer, 4 or 5 years, to keep that sort of fresh company approach? What advice would you
I
give?
would say, you know, always just keep your mind open to different ideas.
Okay.
You know, for me, it was a pretty easy sell to, you know, my company to, I mean, of course, everyone wants to work from home.
Yeah.
So once we made that switch towards that, you know, I kind of had the steering as it relates to how, you know, we wanted to take the company, and, you know, everyone sees like the Googles and the Facebooks and stuff like that, and they like that company culture. I would say
add more beanbags.
Add more massages. We get massages.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Occasionally,
do one now, actually.
I know,
exactly,
right?
Yeah, straight to WeWork.
Yeah.
So, you know, just keep your mind open to like what works for you. You know, what worked for me is, you know, luckily I'm in a consulting business, so I'm a little more agile as it relates to what I can do with my company. You know, maybe someone working in a different field may not have that.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you're in tech consulting, you know, I would say give a chance to just see what is the next phase for your company and what would fit to help you grow.
Do you see yourself staying in WeWork much longer?
Yes, I like it,
Yeah.
to be honest with you. One of the reasons why I wanted to do it is because someone like me who travels often, you know, if I go to San Francisco, if I go to LA, New York, if I go to London, you know, instead of working out at Starbucks, I can hold meetings there as well. So, you know, I can have some peace and quiet to get, you know, prepare for meetings, prepare for presentations that I'm doing. So, honestly, I love it. And that's one of the reasons why I did it.
Yeah, they're pretty cool co-working spaces.
Yeah, it's a good feeling.
Very cool. Alex, look, we could sit here and chat all day, and we'd love to, but that's all we have time for. But thank you so much for coming here and having a chat again.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it, Alex.
All right,
Thanks.
great.
Thank you.